See, and here.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season finale of Darkness over New Orleans. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I see there are some first-time people here. Welcome, 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 and thank you for joining us. Um, heck, a lot has just happened. So let's go around, let's do the introductions, and let's get this game going tonight. Let's start with Christian tonight.
Me? What?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, rarity. Hey, everybody. Hey, what's up? My name's Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba on several socials, mainly on TikTok, but you can also find me here on Twitch. Play several days, several games, several wonderful people. You can also find me on Sundays, 8 p.m. EST on Tragedy Theologian on Total Party Kiss, Greek myth-inspired 5e campaign, where I play Ragnar of the Ironclaw Pride, champion of Hephaestus. I am, and I'm pretty cool. And on Mondays, you can find me on what was it? Mimics and Misfits on Mondays, playing a Death's Lost game where we can't die, but we can certainly try. And I basically play a Power Ranger in that one, so that's fun. And that's it for me. And of course, you can find me here, Darkness over New Orleans, as Maximilian Washington, Gangrel leader, who's so pissed off at the politics. This is why he didn't want to get into it. He's so mad. He hates this shit.
You love
me.
it.
No. Intrinsically, no.
Actually, no.
Actually, no.
Let's go for Thaddeus.
I shouldn't have said anything at all.
Yeah, that's right.
This is
Roll for Skystones.
Thaddeus Atlas. It's a lot of failures, so I don't want to talk about it. This is Thaddeus Atlas on all platforms. You can find me anywhere under that name. I play our resident Tremere, Brie Valentine. He's a little bit of a fanged freak, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, a little bit looking to figure out what he's been doing all week. But I guess it's up to Dylan, so.
Let's go with Robin.
Hey everybody, I'm Robin the God. I play the character of, I don't even know, who am I playing? Empress Windsor, the Zamitsius. On Wednesdays, I play, every other Wednesday, I play Tales of Land Lonair. Vale, the Druid. Go.
Giggly, what's happening?
Wow.
I don't know.
Legal.
Terrible.
Let's go.
Hey guys, did I miss a lot last week? Did something happen?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Hey everybody, my name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at CommunityM. I am the archivist for Known Realms Tolesh. We are heading into a fun little big combat. Wow, what a great words I did. We're heading to a combat session on Sunday, and we'd love to see you there, 6 p.m. EST. And here I play Kieran Blake, the despair-riddled Bruja. Pronouns he, him. That's me.
And my name is Dylan. My pronouns are he, they. I'm your storyteller for tonight. Without any further ado, we're going to jump right into this week's episode. So let's sink our fangs to Darkness over New Orleans.
Blah. 1. Shut the fuck up, guys. It's serious.
This is my
You
serious
have
face.
no idea.
I
Anyway,
hate that, actually.
Hate that.
last week on Darkness Over New Orleans. Come closer, microphone. Come closer.
I don't like any of this.
Already.
Our coterie had met with Mayor Harold Warrens and told him that the building of the church that is in the same neighborhood as the Prince's Manor was not to go up. After a lot of back and forth as to why it has to, and a bunch of rigmarole with trying to politic the politician, he pretty much said that the church is staying. If the church did not go up, the blood supply that was being provided directly to the Prince's Manor would come to a halt. That includes the blood banks, that includes the blood drives, all of it stopped immediately. Our coterie then went back to the Prince's Manor to explain how the conversation went, to deliver this message from the mayor. Our Le Sombre Prince did not take the news very well at all, and in a frenzy, they stormed out of the manor and directly over to the church. It's not a grave site today. Well, it is now. Construction site. The sheriff, Jacques, handed several lit Molotovs over to the prince, who then launched them all into the construction site, burning the place to cinders. He turned to the party and handed one last over, saying that they need to make a decision now. The line in the sand has been drawn. Aubrey crossed that line and took the Molotov in hand. A very ominous note was said by the prince. Why kill a god when you can become one? Ambrose decided to poke the bear, we'll say, while our prince was already in a frenzy, in which the prince then turned on him quickly, using dark tendrils of shadowy arms, grabbing Ambrose by the clothing and pulling him in. And then a fourth hand coming from Ambrose's shadow, reaching over his head, pulling it backwards and closing it entirely. Before anything could happen, Jacques came up behind the prince and whispered something to his ear, to which the prince detached from Ambrose, and the two of them left back for the manor. Now, 2 weeks have passed since that time. Our players have not told me what they are doing. I am going to direct them as to what has happened in that time. We're going to be having small vignettes with each character for a little bit. We are first going to start with Aubrey.
What we did earlier. I went second.
Aubrey. The night ended with you having a Molotov in hand. We'll say for all constructive purposes right now, the coterie has all gone back to their own place of rest for the night because everyone's got a lot to think about, and it probably would not have gone well if we were all together. So you are back at the hotel alone. An empty bottle that was used as a Molotov is in your hand. What are you doing as soon as you get into the hotel?
Immediately setting down the Molotov on the counter, turning the bottle over a few times, looking at it, and then finally exhaling. Not just because it's his chance to be himself and remove a little bit of the mask, but like, oh my god, we all made it out alive. More or less.
So you spend a good time in your hotel. penthouse suite, just milling about, doing odds and ends that really have no meaning for you right now, shuffling um, loose papers that are left by one of the attendants of your room. And then you get a phone call.
You've got Valentine.
Good evening, Aubrey. It's Victoria.
Victoria, darling. It's good
I
to hear
have
your
some
voice.
good news for you. I found your mother.
I needed some good news. So where is she?
I currently have her at a Holiday Inn. She's going to be staying there with me for a few days.
You
I
have
think
her.
that's. Yes, I have her. I think it would be beneficial right now to get her calmed down before I have her interact with you at the moment. She's a bit unhinged, I would say.
What do you mean unhinged, Victoria?
It would seem that the people that she was hanging around the city seemed to be into some harder things than she is used to.
What people, Victoria?
She was in a shelter. She got moved over to a different shelter. She was underneath the highway. She was over by the train station. People on the street that found her.
So no one in particular.
No one of known repute, no. Just hitherto. People that come and go. People that you would see and not even recognize that they were there.
Don't let her out of your sight.
Oh, of course not. She's taking a nap right now. She's sitting next to me on the bed. I promise you, she will not be going anywhere.
I want to see her as soon as I can.
Of course, like I said, let me get her back into good health before we have this meeting.
Don't you think that seeing her son would help her in that endeavor?
I do believe that right now at her stage where she is, you might break her.
As always, I trust your judgment. Don't let her out of your sight.
Yes, sir.
I've said
Absolutely
that
not.
twice now.
Heard and understood.
Victoria.
Is there anything else you're needing of me? I know you asked to be, if I could search into that
You
one
have one
person.
priority now,
Ah,
and
wonderful.
nothing else matters.
Yes, sir. The other subject is completely closed then. If you need anything else, please do reach out.
I will be needing something. I'll reach out when I do.
I understand. Thank you. Aubrey, 3 days pass for you, and you have a daily check-in with your mother. Every 4 hours, Victoria gives you updates. How she's getting over her withdrawal symptoms. How she's physically doing, how she's eating, how she's sleeping. Um, if she bathes, whether or not she's cognitively there. And she's doing better, but she's not 100% yet. On the fifth day, you have a knock on the door.
Well, come in.
Door opens up quietly and shuts just as silently. But you hear a heavy footfall coming from the doorway entrance.
Would I recognize these footsteps?
Absolutely.
Do I want to recognize these footsteps?
Absolutely not.
Keeping my calm demeanor as normal, he internally, every muscle tightens, every part of him stiffens, hairs are on end, but on the outside, it's very relaxed, like a pool of tepid water, just
Mhm.
unmoving, unflinching.
Are you facing the entryway or is your back to it?
I'm side-eyeing it, so whatever vision would come into view would be almost a blurred vision, like a semi-focused reconstruction of what he expects to see.
Okay. You see two figures walking towards you. One of them is just slightly taller than the other, but you know both figures. After turning just enough so you can get a good view, you see the prince walking in front of Aether.
Immediately rising to my feet. My prince.
Good evening, Aubrey. I hope that you are doing well this evening.
Better now that I see that you are doing well yourself.
Ah. As you're looking at him, you notice that he is talking very calmly, very plainly, but at the same time, there's something wrong. His eyes are totally blacked over. Exactly the same way that you saw them at the church. Aubrey, I brought your sire here. He had told me a long time ago, after I took a little bit off the wrist, that he had no intention of making amends with you or speaking to you again. However, I told him he needed to come here. After you showed me your loyalty by taking the cocktail at the church, I believe you are definitely worth having your sire around, as well as earning a good spot in my chambers. Now, is there anything you would like to say to your sire now that you are face to face with him?
Unfortunately, since standing before you and witnessing your incredible power, I feel like I have more to learn from you instead of him.
Ah, such a smart young man you are. You see that, Acer? I told you he had potential. Aether, whose hands were in his pocket, now removes them. In plain sight, you can see one hand perfectly fine. The other one is small and slowly forming back to its normal size. He pushes his sunglasses up, says, Yes, my prince, I only embrace those with potential, and it looks like he had lost his way for some time, but I'm glad that you found it within him again. Thank you for that. Aubrey, I would like to apologize. She eyes the back of the prince's head for the way that I've treated you in the past. Going forward, I will do my best to keep a more level head and respect you as you respect me.
I will always respect you, Aether. You have an eye for potential, just maybe not the right hand for cultivating it. Oh, well, the right hand. I'm so sorry. What I meant to say is, it's just maybe that's the prince's skill set.
If you would like for me to take a step backwards, I'm perfectly fine with that as well, so you can go under the tutelage of our good prince here. If that would be all right with you, sir. Ah, I do believe that this would be a benefit to all of us in this room, no?
Absolutely. I do think, though, that, keeping him probably at a phone call reach, he may still be of use to you, sir.
Ah, do not worry. Aether will not be leaving this city for quite some time now.
It's good to hear that.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you two have made up and are good chums once again. Ah, Aubrey, I'll be having a party at the manor in a few days. Please, I would like to have you join us.
It would be my pleasure. And, a little token. And he goes over to the piano and draws up one of the long stem roses and hands it to Aether. A little thing between a sire and his fledgling. We exchange these anytime we meet, and there's bad blood between us. I believe it's owed a little bit of me to you. I'm sorry for being so headstrong for so long. Consider this my repayment.
Aether grabs the stem and squeezes, letting the thorns pierce his skin as a small droplet of blood leaks down from his closed fist. I appreciate you, Aubrey, and I look forward to our renewed future together.
As do I. It's finally my opportunity to give you a token of my affection.
Thank you so much. Quick question. Where do you have his hand?
It was in a box on the table.
Mm-hmm. It's still on the table. Okay, good. All right. The prince nods to you, turns around and twists Aether around by the shoulder and pushes him out the door and follows behind him. The door closes silently, and you hear the elevator descending. With that, we're going to jump over to Kiernan.
If that's what you're dishing out, I don't fucking want it, actually. I don't know how to say. I'm actually fucking good right now.
So Aubrey was, and so was just very tight.
We had to make up for lost time. You weren't here last week, so now you have your own.
Sick. I get 2 week sessions of fucking spankings. Love that.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, bud.
Listen, people pay good money for that.
I'm not one of them. Go for it.
Wait.
Kiernan is back in his studio. What are you doing? This is the first night at right after the burning of the church. What are you doing?
I think that he is spending a lot of time deconstructing A, what happened, and B, what he was told by Imogen. I think that there is an understanding, and I think that a puzzle is really being put together here for Kiernan. His mind kind of flips between Ambrose, Max, and Aubrey. He thinks about and then quickly looks over to the Buddha demon cup that he got from the tea shop. And he understands what's been wrong. He understands where his problems lie. He's kept himself down. His despair has drowned him.
Okay. While you're spending your evening marinating in these thoughts that you're having, several long hours of silence goes by, and then you hear a soft knocking at your door.
Does the knock sound familiar? Like, does it sound like...
This is, it almost sounds as if the knock itself is timid.
I look in the peephole. I'm in an apartment. There's a fucking peephole. I manifest it.
Okay. You're seeing just from here up, and you recognize the hairstyle to be Lola's.
He very quickly opens the door.
And you see her with an envelope and hi, Kiernan. I wasn't expecting you to be home.
Early night for me.
Hey, may I come in, please?
Yeah, you okay?
I'm fine. But I think that we need to talk.
I agree. Please, come in.
Comes in and she's wide-eyed looking around at all your artwork, not really knowing that anything about you besides that you lived here, and she cleaned up the area in front of your house, your home.
Yeah.
So she is seeing a bigger picture of you.
But sorry.
Exactly. She stands in the center of the studio and says, Kiernan, I would like to apologize to you
No.
for how I have responded to you, or the lack of connecting with you after having tried to connect you and Elizabeth.
You don't have anything to apologize for. Truly. I treated Elizabeth horribly.
If I may,
You may.
I love Elizabeth as my niece. She is blood. I will love her through thick and thin. But I know she can be a nasty girl.
She had every right to treat me in the way that she did. I was wrong in how I approached her, and I was wrong in how I executed that conversation. I wanted something. I thought I could get it. No matter how short-sighted or selfish it was wrong. And I do not deserve Elizabeth. Deserve doesn't matter. I'm not owed the forgiveness, Lola, but I appreciate you coming here.
Well, thank you for your honesty. And thank you for trying. Though the way you went about it was not right, I feel like you still tried. And like I said, I love her, but she can be a very nasty person. I was just hoping she could finally meet a kind soul and change that for her. But that was wrong of me to push onto you. So, if you don't mind, I'll be right back. And she heads over out of the apartment.
And does she still have the envelope? This is just me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, she still has the envelope. She heads back outside, and you hear her rummaging on her cart, and she comes back in. And she has a plate of homemade empanadas and tamales that she hands over to you. I am not good at saying I'm sorry. The way I do is by cooking homemade meals. That's for friends, family, etc. These are for you. Put them in the microwave for a minute. Have a little Cholula. Um, yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I already ate dinner tonight, but I will put this away for next time.
Wonderful. Thank you.
What's the envelope?
A woman came by last night and was looking for you. She left you these. I have not looked inside, but this is for you.
Okay. Thank you. Do you need a glass of water or anything while you're here?
Oh, no. I have my soda on the cart, but thank you.
Okay. And if it makes you feel any better, I'll keep cleaning my doorway for the next little bit.
I've already taken care of that for you. And I also sanitized your doorknob and door frame. It was looking dismal. That's on me. I apologize. So
I'm not great at cleaning. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lola. I appreciate this. Thank you. Please take your time. I understand that I did wrong, and I'm not looking for immediate forgiveness. You don't owe that to me. But I appreciate the gesture. Thank you very much.
Yes. Let's have bygones be bygones and go about back to how we used to be. Good?
Good.
She comes and gives you a big hug.
Just
Poor
hugs her
little
back.
lady.
Yeah. Hugs her
Like
back.
she can't even get her arms around you.
Yeah.
She's little. So.
Hugs her back, walks her back to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put the empanadas and tamales away, and he'll open up the letter.
There is no letter inside.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, there are 4 Polaroids. One of them
I hate this.
is your parents' house.
Oh,
The second one is of your apartment door. The third
no.
is of Imogen's graffiti. And the fourth is of the biggest graveyard in New Orleans.
Polaroids aren't Imogen style, right?
Not that you're aware of.
Shit. He'll run to try and catch Lola.
Mhm.
Hey, Lola. Sorry. Quick question.
Mm.
Woman who dropped us off. What'd she look like?
Glasses, long, tight, dark hair. She looked like that girl from the Wednesday show on Netflix.
Megan.
The show's called Megan? Okay.
No. The show's called Wednesday. You were right, sweetheart.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just thought of who this might. Does that sound like Megan's description?
Yeah.
And we don't. Oh, I know. Because Ambrose got her number, correct?
Right.
He calls Ambrose.
Okay. Ambrose, are you back at your home, Ambrose, or are you elsewhere in the city? Where are you? You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
They were so hyped.
Yeah, he's running towards his home in a swift panic. This is the same night, right?
Yes. This is the
Oh,
night
yeah.
of the church burning.
He's probably running through the woods at this point, like ripping off the hanging moss, desperately trying to get home. What?
Hey, I need you have Megan's number, right?
Yes.
I need it because I think she was at my house. Well, I'm about 90% sure she was at my house. And then not when we were playing fucking Mario Kart.
Is at your house. Like a date? How many dates are you gonna have with these women?
I have not gone on any.
You,
Ambrose.
Kenan, are slut.
Yes,
What?
correct. And I'm allowed to be. What I need Ambrose, please, I am begging you. I got an envelope with pictures of my parents' house, Imogen's graffiti, my door, and the biggest graveyard in the fucking city. I need Megan's number now. Please, I'm begging you.
Fayette? Yes. Here, I'm sending it now. There. Do you need me to come back? I'll come back right now.
You dealt with a lot tonight, and we will have time to talk, but I want you to take care of yourself, okay?
I will come back if there's any trouble.
I will let all of you know if there's trouble, I promise.
Very well.
Let me know when you get home.
Bye.
Bye.
Quick, and run!
Fuck it, he's gonna call Megan. He's gonna be a fuckhead. I missed a week. We get fuckhead activities.
You are allowed to have fuckhead activities.
Exactly.
We definitely
Go
Exactly.
off,
We're here
King.
for fuckhead,
Go
for
off,
fuckhead
King.
activities and RG.
King.
The phone rings a few times and it's picked up. Hello?
Hi, Megan.
Speaking.
Kieran Blake. You beat me in Mario Kart a couple days back.
I know who you are, Kieran.
Why?
I'm sure you got my envelope.
Yes, why?
Well, I've been doing some research.
Okay.
I understand that your sire
Fuck.
is Imogen, correct?
Yes,
Okay. I know that those are her markings,
correct.
and those markings are to notify other kindred that this area is safe. Correct?
Yes.
I knew this. I just need to hear you confirm it. Now, your apartment. Why is there no symbol near your home?
Probably because Imogen does not care about me as much as they care about themselves.
I do believe that you might be wrong on this. However,
How would you know that? Do you know Imogen?
a librarian's duty is to research.
Fair enough.
There's one more picture in that envelope.
Looks for it.
It's the graveyard one.
Yeah, the graveyard. I don't know what this means.
That graveyard is where your answers will be found.
Great. Great. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Am I supposed to go there at a decided upon time or just whenever the fuck I feel like it, Megan?
I would think it'd be best for you to speak to your sire about said graveyard, about why there's no insignia near your home.
Fine. Are, did you take these pictures?
A CCTV.
Are they hurt?
Whom?
My parents.
No,
Okay, I get an
they're
envelope.
right as rain.
I get an envelope with a picture of my parents' house. I get a little concerned. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay.
I understand your concern, but let it be known that if I know your parents' house,
I'm sure others do too. Yeah.
correct.
Yep.
Do you have any other questions?
Fuck.
I have just a few more moments to give you.
You heard about what happened tonight? The church?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Did I ever?
It's not really a question more than a favor. A request. If you hear whispers of people questioning or moving against the prince, please let me know.
Gladly.
Thank you, Megan. No other questions that my scattered brain can think of right now. I appreciate the very transparent visit. Thank you so much.
Have a good evening, Kieran.
You as well.
And she hangs up promptly. We're going to head over to Ambrose, who apparently is running to his house. Ambrose, your house is about 30 minutes outside of New Orleans.
Great.
Okay. 30-minute car drive, so this would be at least an hour more. Anyway, you get home. You arrive at your manor.
Yep.
What is the first thing you're doing?
Immediately go through the door. Ambrose immediately goes to the door and starts alerting the entire house. He starts summoning the Schlotzka and running upstairs to the third floor, the attic. In a panic, he starts ripping off his clothes, and he stands before a long floor-length mirror and begins to plunge his hands inside of his skin to his bones, and in a panic, he's trying to mold the bones on the outside of his skin. It's not working, so he grabs the Schlotka and the mannequins and starts tearing out their bones. And clumsily, he's trying to piece together armor. Maybe like this. No. I can do full body. Yes, that way he won't be able to hurt me, and I could survive. Yes, if I put it just here. What do you think? What do you think? And he turns to look at everybody. Everything in the room.
As you say that, you hear, I think you've gone a little bit mad.
Recognize the voice.
Yep.
Is it the beast in my head?
No, there's a voice that's coming from the rafters of the third floor.
And Ambrose looks up.
Through the darkness, you see two white, beady eyes looking back at you, and then a grin, very toothy grin, as this figure steps a little bit closer into the light, and you see Cameron standing on one of the beams. Good evening, Thorn.
You are with the prince.
I beg your pardon?
You went to go see the prince. What did he say? What did you do?
How
How did you get in here? How did you get past my shotgun?
Oh, the things I can do will just baffle your mind. There are creeps. There are cracks. There are tiny holes throughout this house that I gifted to you. Let's not forget that. You may have brought this house to life, but I know its inner skeleton better than anyone ever will.
You gave it to me.
That's what I said.
Why are you intruding? Do I need to go on a mission? What is this?
No, I just haven't seen you for quite some time. And after the actions of tonight, I'm sure the entire city's coterie and kindred alike are quite concerned. I was just wanting to see how you were doing, and looking by the looks of it, you're not doing well. It looks as if you're preparing for a war. Now tell me, were you there?
Were there what? The church?
Well, of course, yes.
You know I was. Why are you asking that?
To see if you'll be truthful with me or not.
And why wouldn't I be? I've been truthful up until this point.
Because in desperate times, people tend to change their tone, to change anything about themselves, as you are right now, to protect themselves. You putting your friend's bones on you is a lie to yourself, isn't it? These are not yours. You're donning something else. How many faces are in that bag of yours? How many lives have you lied through?
Maybe I wasn't made for anyone. Maybe that's why I'd be anyone but me, and I do it quite well. And that's why you love my services. That's why you need me.
Do
Maybe
you
I am
not
preparing for
remember
something.
our last conversation at the Prince's Manor, all of about 2 weeks ago? I said everyone is replaceable. I don't need anyone. Everyone has a momentary use.
So you've come to evict me, to sell me out, to blackmail me to the prince. Is that what you're going to do, Cameron?
Not at all. Not at all. Like you said, I gave you this house. It is yours. And he throws down a manila envelope at your feet.
Ambrose will look at him and not take his eyes off him as he tentatively reaches for it and snatches it and takes a few steps back. He opens it up.
It is the deeds to the house that is being signed over to you.
Cameron, there's not a kind bone in your body. Why are you doing this? What do you want from me?
You've outrun your usefulness. This is a gift for your time. in my servitude. I like to pay my servants well. Now, you asked what do you have to say?
You need me. You need me. You need me. You can't let me go. I'm under your protection.
Thorn, you need me. I don't need you.
Fine, I need you then. Is that what you want me to say? Do you want me to beg? Is that it? I'll do it. Fine. And he gets on his knees.
Don't
Please.
want anything from you anymore. Our friendship might continue, but our working relationship is over. I'll give you one last bit of information before I leave. You asked what the prince had me do? I was investigating the library. As you can tell, I can sneak in and out of heavily guarded places very easily without being detected. However, sneaking in and out of a location you still don't know where it might be is far too difficult even for myself. I do know that you and your friends have some knowledge of where it might be. So, though our working relationship is over, you will see me again. He starts to slowly dip back into the shadows, and you hear the shuffling of rodents' feet climbing all through the rafters and through your walls
He's
until
scrambling back.
until it's silent.
Oh, fuck.
With that, we're going to jump over to Max. Max, are you going back to your gym?
Yep. He needs a place to think.
Okay. You head back to your gym. Freddy and the rest of your watchdogs are there, training, standing guard, watching the news. You see that the breaking news on the TV is the burning down of the church. What are you doing once you get inside?
I think. How many people are in the gym watching the news?
There's 2 people watching the news. There's 3 people on the in the ring. There's a few people on the punching bags and the floor. So in total, we'll say there's about 7 people in your gym right now.
I think he just like comes in stone faced and not as like peppy as he usually is when he enters the gym when people are around.
Mhm.
And like he hears the TV and he walks towards it just to see what people are saying about it.
On the screen, you hear the news reporter saying, it is unknown the whereabouts of the the arsonists who lit fire to this construction of this new church. The police are still investigating. The fire department has quelled the fire, but there is nothing to be found of the remnants of the church. It is now a pile of ash. Then it cuts over to the news reporter interviewing the mayor at the scene of the crime. Are you going to continue watching? Or
Yep,
are you
I'm
just gonna,
continuing to
okay.
watch. I'm not gonna miss this.
The mayor says, looking directly into the camera, these types of actions will not be allowed in our great city of New Orleans. Yes, we have many churches, but we always have room for one more great building because our great people and our great city deserves everything that the people want. I will not rest until I find out who did this and we bring them to justice.
And like if he's looking directly at the camera, Max is like pretty much echoing the sentiment of just staring directly into his eyes as if they could see each other
Right.
dramatically. And like he's just standing there listening to this, and then everything is just playing on repeat in his head.
Mm-hmm.
The conversations, the breakdown of the negotiations, if at all, the conversation with the prince, the breakdown of that mess of a conversation. And it's all just playing on loop over and over and over in his head, and he's just getting more and more frustrated. But he's trying his best not to show it. As he's just looking down at this television, or looking up wherever the television is. He's just looking at it, and he just takes his hat off. He takes his hat off and just like, I'm gonna be in the office. Don't disturb me unless it's really, really important.
Yes, sir. No problem.
And he just heads into his office, closes the door, sits down, and just puts his head in his lap. He just leans in and just balls up.
Okay. How long are you going to be in that position? Is that the majority of your evening stuck in that?
I think he recognizes that he can't not move, because apathy is death. And he just just has his head in his hands, regrets just how much politicking he's done in the past few weeks that he pretty much tried to swear he would never do because of this situation right here. And he's just full of anger more at himself right now. And he just like sits back in his chair, looking at all the memories, looking at his dad training individuals, training him. The picture right before their Olympic trial. And he rubs his like temple, rubs where that scar is. And is already trying to get past it, but it's hard. It's so difficult.
We'll say 2 hours go by as all this is happening, and you're just trying to put pieces together. You're trying to understand what you could have done differently. You're trying to understand scenarios start playing through your head until there's a knock on your office door.
Better be an emergency.
The door opens up, and you hear, well, I don't know about an emergency, but I thought a nice warm welcome be awarded.
And Max, if like all the worries in the world could just melt away off somebody, he just lets out a curt like breath of air that he doesn't need to breathe.
Yep.
He just stands up out of his chair and he fucking hugs him. He can't help it. He just hugs the hell out of his dad.
He squeezes the hell out of you right back. Like it is an instantaneous. You guys just connect, and he's there with you in that moment, and you hear him just whisper, "I'm sorry that took so long. I'm sorry that I worried you, but I'm home. Things are good. We're okay."
They're not good. They're not good at all. I think I fucked up. I think it's my fault.
What are you talking about?
And like he quickly brings him in.
Yeah, the door is closed. Like as soon as he came in, he shut the door behind him. So yeah.
Gotcha. And think I may have helped start a war between the prince and the mayor. A bad one.
My boy, no. You could not have started this. Listen, the prince is fucking nuts. He inadvertently started that war a long time ago. This was just the last straw for something to happen. It sucks that you were a part of the last straw, but you were not the kindling to the fire. No pun intended for the actions of this evening. But you do not own that weight. You do not carry the actions of the prince. It's not on you. It's not on you, right?
You can see that he's on the verge of tears.
Yeah.
Straight up. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I know I'm not in charge of the prince, but if I could have fucking just said the right things to that fucking mayor, it maybe fucking convinced him words. I'm not good at words. What the fuck was that?
Max, buddy, my boy, come here, listen. When in this green earth was a boxer ever gonna outpolitic a mayor? Think about that, man. Come on. Even me, in my infinite wisdom, I would never be able to go toe to toe with the mayor.
Why do they have so much fucking charisma? Fuck.
It is a blessing and a curse to have that much charisma. There's got to be something seriously wrong with you in your life that you need everybody to accept you as much as the mayor does. Don't worry about it, my friend.
How can I not worry about it? The city is in danger. We're in danger. And not just from this, but I can't.
Hey, do me a favor. Sit down and let's talk for a second, all right? The city is not in as much danger as you think. And what I'm about to tell you does not leave this room or you and me.
What is it?
That job that I was sent off to do,
What about it?
I didn't do it.
Oh my fucking God.
However, I did meet with the Prince of Baton Rouge.
What
I
happened?
begged for Elysium as soon as I got there.
What's that?
It's a small section where all kindred, no matter where you're from or who you are in a safe territory. It's kind of like the humans go into our church and scream in sanctuary. So, I was brought in, roughly, to the Prince's area. And heavily questioned, as you can imagine, as to what I was doing there, who sent me, blah, 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 the whole 9 yards. I gave them the information. I said, listen, I was sent here for one job that I completely refused to do. I told the Prince of Baton Rouge, Felicity, exactly what our prince sent me to do. And I told her that I wasn't going to do it, but I came here to warn her that the prince is stupid and crazy enough to pull something like this. Now,
How
here's
did they
where things
take
get a
that?
little. Oh, let me tell you. Somehow, She saw this coming. She knew it was going to happen at some point. This has been a feud type thing going on for at least 50 years. So it was only a matter of time. She knew something like this was going to happen. However, she did not expect the first assassin, quote unquote, to be there, myself, to go against the prince and inform them about this. So, you know what she says?
What?
Enjoy the city for a day or two. You are my guest. I will take care of this in my own way. When you get back to your city, you tell your prince that I am dead.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Why is vampire politics just the fucking worst?
I have no idea. I mean, even when even when I was alive and I saw that movie Interview with the Vampire, confused the hell out of me. I don't understand that at all. Listen, I just like to punch people. I like to fight. That was my life. I still love being around the sport. That's all I want to do for my own life. Be around the sport. I'm gonna be around you, of course, but hey. So, as I was saying, things are not as bad as they seem because Felicity seems to have a plan. I'm not privy to this plan, but I'm guessing she's gonna reciprocate with her own type of an assassination. If that works and the prince is gone, everything will be better.
Will it?
Come on now. You know it will be. He is the root cause of all the problems here in the city.
But he's not alone, Angelo.
Who's he got?
His new sheriff. Who? No. This isn't a wave off. Trust me, I would tell if it was a wave off that issue. It's not.
All right, educate me.
While the prince was going on his frenzy with Molotov cocktails, it only took a whisper from the sheriff to calm him down. And even before that, every instance I've met with the prince, his sheriff, there's more to him than just being his close second. There's something else. Some deeper, darker. As much as I hate the prince, I can't trust those in his coterie even more. So if the prince goes, that could make a power vacuum that we're not ready for.
I hear you. I hear you. I understand that.
As much as I want the prince gone, and trust me, I want him gone.
There's a number of us that do. You know why no one's ever went up against the prince?
What is
Besides
that?
from the fact that he's a frickin' strong ass Lasombra, he's got that spooky shadow shit.
He fucking moved faster than I ever seen somebody move.
He has an army at his disposal. He's got an army of ghouls living in that mansion of his. Nobody knows how many there are.
Well, he's
But
got that
hey.
Oblivion place.
Yeah. No one wants to go there.
Can you believe he showed that off to us? Killing, he didn't show it off technically, but he showed us him killing one of my friend's friends. Sucked him right up.
Sorry I had to see that. Listen, Max. My son. Listen to me. I'm home now. We're gonna be good. I know I just got back, but I gotta talk to the prince. If I've been in this city for more than 5 minutes, he knows I'm here.
Oh, go talk to him, I guess. I don't.
Hey, I'm gonna take care of my business. And then you and I will have a long talk about sugar and her wet food.
I tried. That cat is a
It's a piece of
menace.
work, isn't she?
How? What? Why?
I don't know. She was a stray when I found her.
Spoiled. Spoiled is what she is now.
That's right.
Oh Lord.
He comes over and he gives you a really big hug once again.
He hugs him so, like, not desperately, but just like he
Mhm.
finally has his anchor again.
Mhm.
Like his net, his parachute, like any
Mhm.
whatever safety tool you could think
Mhm.
of. He's just so grateful he's here again, and he's shaking,
Yeah.
and like, oh God, you took a gamble, old man. I'm glad you did. I love you.
Let me do, my son. He takes a step back and a quick knock to your chin and just walks out. The next week passes. Almost every other night, there's another fire in the city. Not just churches, small museums, a blood bank, police officers' building. Each time instigated by the prince. There's whispers through the kindred community of the city that the Mad Prince has finally shown his true colors. When anyone comes to interact with him, he has a very calm demeanor, but his fangs are always out. His eyes are always blacked over. His own personal shadow constantly vibrating. No one feels safe around him. No one feels safe for themselves in the city. The nightly news is always broadcasting the actions that are happening. The mayor is on a crusade to make sure that these fires do not happen again, that the city will not burn down once more, as it had in the past, that the culprits will be brought to justice, that anything that has been brought down will be rebuilt stronger, better, and in the people's image. Not a word from the mayor has been directed to the people that this is the work of vampires. You four are not sure if it's a game that he's playing for his own benefit or if he's doing it for his own safety. Either way, the kindred community of New Orleans is still hidden behind that thin veil, which is slowly starting to burn at the bottom. Long days have passed. The smoke and ruin continues to billow out of the city. Night after night, sirens from every section of the city ring out. People, tourists, have slowly started to not come in as often. when you try to hunt, you're finding that your particular preys, because of the lack of tourism for fear of what's happening in the city, is dwindling. You do get your feed every few nights, but it's much more difficult. And because of that, all of you notice your beast starts rising a little more attentively every day. Kiernan, because you are a blood bag drinker, the supply that Stephanie typically gives you has come to an end. Any blood that is stored at the hospital cannot go missing anymore. We're going to take a little break right now, and we're going to come back with the coterie joining each other once again. We'll see everyone in 15 minutes. Please be good to yourselves. Alec, you're muted.
Fuck me.
Blah.
I was just gonna say thank you, Jimmy J. Blake, for those 20 gifted subs earlier.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, 20 gifted subs straight up.
Damn,
Yeah.
son, thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate.
so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
But,
That's fucking amazing. Thank you.
This session brought to you by Jimmy J.
By Jimmy J. Blake. All right, thank you.
Jimmy J.
guys.
Blake.
We'll be back soon.
See you then.
and hear you. Well, my shirt got all the way open. Sorry, guys.
Mind your business.
I didn't
We were
mean to-
doing
Never-
things.
Mind your
never be
business.
sorry
Mind your
for that.
business.
Mind your business.
Never be
Nothing
sorry
was
for that.
happening. I'm so
Mind your
sorry.
business. We're just gonna have no chest hair.
Thank you
Oh.
That's
for
the
the-
that's
thank
the
you for
after
the-
hour
how
show. It's on
fucking dare
Patreon
you.
only. Please subscribe to the Patreon.
Thank you for
Backstage
the
pass.
20 gifted subs.
Yes.
This is
We'll get you in on our break time chats.
Yeah.
this is Darkness OnlyFans.
Darkness over my life.
Lord,
Oh,
have
God.
mercy. I'm about to bust.
Boost.
All right, here we
But
go.
what if I want to kiss?
Too bad you're not having one because this is about to happen.
The fuck?
You all
just want one
decide
more,
it's
you know.
now time to reconnect with each other.
My friends.
2 weeks have passed since you last actually engaged with one another face to face. Yes?
Does that mean I had 2 sleepover fort times? One a week?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll let that happen for sure.
Stuff was going that bad that we're canceling them or something.
I love that. I love that.
I was like, oh, guys, we're really in it now. The
Did we
sleepovers
still-
have been canceled.
Did we still have our once a week sleepover time?
Do I still have my chalky milk?
Excuse me. Sorry.
These are the deep questions we need to ask.
These are the
Christine.
Yeah.
These are the
Yeah.
important
What do
queries.
people
Yeah.
want to know?
This is what's in the front of everyone's mind right now.
Yeah.
All right. So after 2 weeks and 2 sleepovers later, you guys,
Thank you so much.
we'll say that Aubrey actually messages everyone first, saying, "Hey, there's a party going down at the Prince's. I was invited, so I would love for you guys to be there as well."
Can we 4-way call right now?
Yeah, this is a group text.
He fucking just ring. Ring.
You've got Valentine.
Yeah, so why the fuck would we go to that party?
I just had like a +3, I think.
Yeah, no. I understand. We're all aware of what happened. Is that correct?
Yep.
We understand that this fucking insane person has been running around the city doing this to more places.
Double
And you're
yep.
gonna not show up to his party?
And why the... What
You
the fuck is
Kill
that
me,
gonna do?
Aubrey.
Yeah.
It's here's the thing. It's kind of like the popular girl. She's throwing a thing, and you hate her guts. Oh, do you? She's the worst, but you really want that goodie bag.
What
Yeah, you want the princess goodie bag? Is that it?
No, I just don't want to go in alone.
Then don't go.
You can't not go.
Bullshit.
Lines have been drawn.
Yes, and he's on the princess side now.
I wouldn't say side. Not for a moment.
Aubrey, this person is hurting
Using-
people.
I agree.
Not us. Not
I don't wanna
just
be you.
us. The people of New Orleans.
Oh.
Blood banks where people get help. There is... What
you going
is
to-
for us there?
Don't blow an opportunity to get closer to someone that you could potentially change the fate of this war. If one word from you had a chance to do something, wouldn't you wish you did something?
From the myriad of interactions we've had so far, it's clear that our words don't matter. We are not Jacques.
So eyes on him is just something you want me to do alone? I'll go alone.
No,
You should have
No.
just said that.
I am coming. Where are you?
Fuck.
The penthouse.
I'll be there in 5.
No
Quick.
need to guilt us into helping.
It wasn't a
you.
guilt. It is honestly, if you don't want to go, I've got it alone.
You sure that's safe? Because it's not.
It's not.
I didn't think it was safe. It's why I called you.
Then lead with that. Not the prince isn't
I'm
our
sorry.
friend. The prince is not on our side. We, now in this moment more than anything, need to be fucking honest with each other.
You're not Marks. I just
We-
need you.
Fine. But it is important. We have each other, and that is what we need to keep sight of. Okay? Fuck it, fine.
Did you want me to prepare some clothing, or you gonna wear the ducky pants?
I'm not gonna wear the ducky pants.
Did you want me to get you
I
some?
ordered an outfit that is nicer than the duck pants, okay?
Okay, I figured we were on the phone, and that's kind of where you could practice
Let's
your...
not make this a tear down Kiernan moment. We are going together. We're going. Max, I assume you're coming.
I mean, gotta make sure that y'all are okay.
Yep. Alright. Fucking, this is stupid. This is really fucking stupid.
Goodbye, I love you.
Good. Click.
He's a hard man to love. But I'm gonna get there, aren't I, big guy?
Eventually. Eventually. Click.
Having on the phone.
I will say, because we're meeting at Aubrey's penthouse.
Are
You hung up on me, so I'm like, meet on Penthouse.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys, you all roll up individually, and you meet at Aubrey's.
Kiernan will walk in with just black pants, like dress pants, black dress boots, a black button-up shirt that is tastefully unbuttoned the top 4 rungs, and his hair is up in a tight bun. Okay.
I feel like Ambrose is the first one to get there, and he's already inside sitting on the piano, staring at Aubrey.
Sitting on the piano. That's a power move.
Yeah, he's just staring at Aubrey. Swinging
Max
his
is just in
legs.
his normal accoutrement. You just
Mhm.
you ignore this and this. He's just in his normal.
You stay comfy, king.
Yeah.
Aubrey's taking this a little more seriously than normal. He's got the jacket, black button up, black pants, shiny shoes. And he walks over to Ambrose, leans in for a moment, staring at him dead-eyed, straight in his eyes, looking through the windows of his soul, and quickly leans in and kisses him on the cheek, and he's like, I'm so glad you came.
And kicks Aubrey with his foot right on the chest.
Fucking. He's learning. He's learning.
He's learning.
He's resisting.
He's adapting.
He's
He's
learning.
adapting.
Do not mock me, you little.
It's mock.
You know
I
what?
would
You know
never.
what? It's very funny, very, very funny. You're very funny.
Not everything's about you. Just not everything's a negative situation.
Oh,
Just
this little twink.
This guy's one sign up with the prince. He's
Damn.
all
Damn.
He's all piss and vinegar. Oh shit! All
He
right.
said, "This ain't all about you, baby." The fuck?
but
happened?
there could be plenty of time for that later.
Hey, you're gonna
Gentlemen.
turn that into a.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Hi.
Kenan, I'm so sorry. I get into that. I hear it now in my voice after dealing with that politician. Everybody's a sell, and I was trying to sell you, and that's really fucked up. I've got to stop doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I
We're
appreciate.
seeing the same thing.
I don't know about that, but I do appreciate the insight.
At least you recognize it before it's too late. That's
The
important.
first step is admitting you have a problem.
Correct.
Exactly.
My bed just hasn't been working right, so if later you guys have time, I have a problem. Something about it doesn't fit as many people. We'll all work on it together later.
So, what is the plan here?
You know what exactly the party is? What it was this event?
I have no
Is
idea.
it like? I mean, it can't be.
Aubrey's
What is
the
it going to
one
be
to know,
about?
right?
Gloating about
Burning down
destroying
half
the city?
fucking city? Yeah.
But the guy's obviously a psycho.
Obviously, yes. So you have any
Or-
insight on what the insane man's going to do when we get there?
I'm sure he's trying to make a point for everyone. This is just a guess. I have no way of knowing. But if I were a crazy psycho and I wanted to know who's on my side and who needs to get burnt next, it'd be who didn't show up for this party.
Who would
You guys are
kindred-
hot, but you're not matchsticks. I don't want to see you turned into kindling.
Who would kindreds consider a god?
Jesus? Kidding.
It was it just him?
The devil? I don't. Does theology really come into play with kindred existence? Is there a figure that they look up to? Yeah, I mean, you're the most experienced of us here, Ambrose.
Yes, but I've not had much time with the Sabbat.
The fuck is that?
What do you mean? I've explained this.
That's right. No, you're right. I apologize. That's my bad.
Shannon.
Sorry, that is my bad. That is my bad. I apologize.
I don't know the ins and outs of things. I know that Cain. I don't really know what he is.
Like Cain and Abel Cain?
Yes, like that, but some people in the Sabbat worship him, or something like that. I don't know. No one's ever actually sat down and taught me anything.
The first murderer in history being the figure that maybe this entity worships makes a lot of sense to me. Actually, when you put two and two together, that makes a whole lot of sense.
It's a puzzle that fits. Yeah, sure.
And I think, sorry,
you're asking. Yeah, it's all good. You're asking the wrong people when it comes to knowing anything about outer knowledge. I mean, I could give less of a fuck about the politics of the religion associated with being a vampire.
Seems like we got to
it's not extent. Really, but it's not really the Camarillah's thing to worship or whatever. It's the Sabbat's thing.
Then,
whatever it is,
are we looking at somebody who is either secretly a part of the Sabbat or is looking to gain entry into the Sabbat? Because from what I've learned over the time that we've known each other, is that the Camarillah is lawful to some degree, correct? They are the neutral party in our political existence.
The caste system.
Sure. The Sabbat, from what you've expressed, is chaos, death, and terror. Right?
And freedom.
It's not freedom at
not
what
to
cost?
Hide.
Is this freedom worth it?
You're imprisoned now. This masquerade imprisons you. Don't you want to live freely? Drink freely? Doesn't that appeal to you even a little bit? That we have to subject ourselves to one master, and it's just this pyramid scheme of servitude that you get just a little bit from the top, just a little bit, just enough to survive, not live. I'm tired of surviving.
Does that mean
that's what I did before? I want more now. I think you should too.
I want the whole world.
But does that mean we stand on the shoulders of others? Because that, I am not willing to sacrifice that. There are people here, our people, human people, that are good people. That do not deserve the chaos that is being sown in their city. They have no fucking idea what is going on, and they're the ones suffering alongside us. Yes, we need humanity to survive. That is a fact, an undeniable fact, but that does not mean they are cattle. It does
Look
not
around. The Camarillah has become the Sabbat. The city is burning.
That's because of the prince. Not because of the Camarillah as it stands.
I think we can all... Go ahead.
No, go.
I think the right to rule should be derived from the masses. The mayor is a good man, automatically because he was elected. At least people selected him. He was chosen. The prince won some sort of genetic lottery. Doesn't give him the right to rule anybody.
That is the position of the prince. In order to become the prince, you kill the prince. You dethrone him by killing him. That is the way it is everywhere. There's no election.
We're thinking ahead of ourselves, I think, right? Like,
all right.
We're thinking so broad, we're gonna fall.
Yeah.
We're thinking too broad. Sky's the limit and the sun's out there. All right.
We have to focus on the thing right in front of us, which is what? The prince?
We're going to a party.
We're going to a party again.
Fucking Christ. Hey, we did this once before, about a month ago. Happy anniversary, guys.
We all met. That's right.
Hey, maybe we'll make more friends.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I love you guys.
There's something the leader of the Nosferatu, Cameron, he's not vouching for me anymore.
Oh shit! What happened?
What do you mean?
He just isn't. That's all.
Sorry.
You gonna be okay?
If I walk in there and there's Nosferatu there, if there's any questions asked me, they'll just simply say he's not one of us. I'm walking in there looking like a Nosferatu. The jig is up.
And don't walk in there looking like a Nosferatu.
Is that an option?
Who would I walk in there as?
Yourself? It's clear that the prince doesn't care if you were sanctioned. By the amount of times that information has been dropped on my doorstep, I imagine they already know Ambrose. And he'll start walking towards him. I am sorry. Because over the last 2 weeks, I have felt just an inkling of the terror that you felt for the last decade. And I'm sorry. You're not alone. Neither am I. We have each other. You can
He
just...
takes-
Yeah.
He takes Kiernan's hands and pulls him in. All right, what do I do? What do I do?
That is something only you can decide. But despair is often self-imposed, is what I am learning. We're comfortable in the apathy. What we can do is choose what suits us. You don't have to keep running anymore. You have a coterie that cares about you. You have friends.
I will protect you, Kiernan. I will protect all of you.
And I will protect you.
But I can't be. Not now. Not now. Maybe another time. Another time, yes.
You've got a whole bag whenever you're comfortable.
Okay.
I'm a coward. I know I am.
You're not.
Oh, stop.
You're not.
Not now.
But
Not now.
that's, like I said, it's whatever you choose. But it's important to know that you have that choice.
Thank you for saying that. I hate that you have felt this fear.
Here's to not being afraid.
Not being afraid.
Here's to living.
Or at least being afraid together.
True enough.
All right. I suppose we're going to the party.
He'll sort of stand and extend an elbow to Ambrose.
Ever the gentleman, and holds his elbow. But gets really close. Not like he's flirting with him, but he's scared and clenches onto it.
Aubrey takes the chance to run over to Max and throw his arms around him in a big hug. He tells him, I heard your papa's home.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I'm sorry I didn't congratulate you sooner.
It's fine. Man, the man's probably on a hugging tour of his own. Truthfully,
That's right. He's the new
I bet
prince,
you those hugs are
isn't he?
great. I mean, I bet you it's great to have him home.
That's got to be a huge relief, Max.
It's actually more stressful than I
Really?
thought it would be. Lots of responsibility has changed hands over the course of a few days, a few weeks. A lot more than I was a lot more than I thought I was capable of.
He has more than one cat.
I mean, he's got I don't know how many cats that man has. Probably
Oh,
way more than just one.
hey, but he's the baddest cat. Am I right?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So,
definitely.
wait
That's
a
a
moment.
bad man.
S-
He
So
executed a
finished-
prince.
He finished his mission,
That means he's the prince.
essentially.
That's one tough guy.
I don't know what that means. For
Uh,
him, me.
Max, thank you for telling us the truth.
I'm glad he's on our side. More so than anything, I'm just glad he's home for you. You
Max,
deserve everything good in life. You've been good to us.
beyond that, you've got a lot of responsibility tacked on your shoulders. You can call on us if you need to help bear the weight. You don't have to, but you can. I'm just glad he's all right.
Me too. I just know that with him here, things are should get more secure, safer.
If he
For
needs a
all of
new
us.
court gesture for his kingdom,
They're first on the list.
Since we're going over things the last couple weeks, Megan came to my house. Dropped something off.
she wasn't even invited to the sleepover. You guys are having your own little sleepovers?
Well, I didn't see her.
What happened?
Lola came to my door. We talked about what happened with Elizabeth, and beyond that, she had an envelope for me. Inside that envelope was a picture of my parents' house, a picture of Imogen's tag, Halo, my front door, untagged, and a graveyard, biggest one in the city.
Is that an art thing?
I asked if it was a threat. It wasn't. Said she was just doing research, and the ominous part was her saying, well, if she knows, can imagine that others know.
Mm.
And it was made expressly clear that I am not offered the same protection that my parents were, which is odd. And she said that all of my answers would be found at that graveyard. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Is this before or after you talked to Imogen? Because that seems like a big question to ask them.
I haven't talked to Imogen yet. I haven't had the
Shit.
fucking balls to call her.
Oh, fair
No.
enough.
No, Kiernan, you can't. You cannot go to the graveyard.
Why?
Lafayette? You cannot go to Lafayette.
Why?
Not Lafayette. It's Saint Roch. Yeah, Saint Roch. ROCH.
Saint Roch?
Mm-hmm.
Saint Roch. You cannot go to Saint Roch.
Why?
A piece of advice Cameron gave me when we first met was that we never go into graveyards. Ever. Never. They are. The harvester lives there. We met
What's a
him.
harvester?
We met him at the princess party. The first time.
I'm
He
gonna
might be there tonight.
go
Hey,
at some point.
we'll talk to him tonight and we'll see if we can get permission.
I will call Imogen first and see what they have to say.
If the leader of the Nosferatu, the elder Nosferatu, says, don't go in there, it would be wise to maybe heed the advice. You're still going to go in there, aren't you?
Have I often been wise to you, Ambrose?
Yes, you have.
Hmm.
Incredibly.
Fair.
Nearly every time.
Every time.
Nearly.
Well, it's not like he's going to go alone. If he does go, strength in numbers. Why not keep the trend?
Thank you, Max.
If we're gonna be there for you, Ambrose, we're gonna be there for Kenan. We're gonna be there for my boy Aubrey. He rustles Aubrey's hair.
So like I'm like one of your plus ones.
Okay. Well,
All right.
we
Put
can
that on the docket.
Yeah, just put it on the plate.
I can call her now, or we can wait till after the party. Whatever makes sense for the group.
Let's call her on the road.
Yeah. Fuck it, why not?
Ambrose, Aubrey, you got a limo ready?
I always have a limo ready.
Good man.
Get the limo ready.
The little porn star lights?
This is a very important affair. Well, obviously, we're going a classier, little nice town car.
I am impressed. Well done, you.
I'm growing up. You'll find out all about it later.
I wanted the porno lights.
I meant at the party when I'm acting respectful.
All right.
I will not have you continue mocking me. Now let's go.
Does
No one
anybody
would
else have
mock-
anything to cover before we leave? Yeah, I know. It's been a fucking wild couple weeks, guys.
Yeah, it has. Cannot believe it's been about a month. Holy goodness. Wow.
I finally got to meet my sire after a long time.
Oh.
What?
Oh, shit.
Please tell me you had him
really-
on his knees.
Look at the lack of bruises and be like, damn.
I made it out pretty well. I forgot to give him the hand as a parting gift, but I did enjoy giving him a rose. The prince was there. He assured me that Arthur will fall in line.
Okay, so Aether is on the prince's
Watch list.
Yeah, or he's a fucking puppet.
Well, from the sounds of it, from how cocky Aubrey sounds right now, it seems like he's
I've
got
got
him.
no strings on me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy. He's the fucking prince.
I exchanged puppet masters.
Oh.
To the fucking holy shit.
Hey, but here's the thing. When you think about it, we already know one of them is really, really good with the backhand.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Aubrey, you're coming home with me. You're living with me from now on. Now you're not coming back to this place.
You're coming home with me. Okay. Are we?
Okay, but we have weekly.
Also, wait.
Cadence.
When you said that are you no longer associated with your Nosferatu friend?
He's no longer associated with me.
Did he say
What
why?
I'm not under his
why?
protection anymore. No. Not necessarily.
What, he knock on your door?
Well, he was in my rafters as I was tearing my bones out of my. You know what? That's not important. Anyways,
I'm struggling.
he's been investigating the library on the prince's behalf.
Oh no. Any luck?
He can turn into the teeniest, weeniest little insect, I'm assuming, or rat. Suppose that's how he got in. He can get in through cracks. Anyways, he's had no luck yet.
Well, that's good. We can. Maybe this is information we cycle through Megan to give to the Goulon triplets.
That could be good. That's very, very good.
We have a fucking ally on our side, and we know that the prince and his circle are trying to infiltrate the library. That's a fucking ally.
Mm-hmm.
And we need those.
Hell yeah.
More than ever.
Especially now.
Yeah.
All this shit going down.
Hey, all right, everybody.
Cameron knows the truth about
you, Ambrose, right?
He knows that I am a Zamitsi. He does not know who I am.
That's not necessarily someone we want to make an enemy of.
Wait a minute. Did he use? Hold on, Dylan. Did he use Ambrose's name?
Yeah.
He mockingly said Thorn's name, but you were looking like Ambrose.
Yeah.
I was looking like Ambrose.
Because you were tearing you were tearing at yourself.
Oh goddamn! Oh well, he might know who I am.
Okay,
He He was watching me undress, the fucking perv.
Nasty pervert.
Ow! Never mind. I trade all the information about this man. I was about to say.
We're not. If we're gonna play this game, we have to play it smart. Cycling
won't.
information through. You say I won't?
I won't trade information on Cameron that could potentially come back and hurt Ambrose.
We just have to play smart. Every move we have to think about twice and then think about it again.
This is chess.
Brie, do you have a pen?
That's a wizard's chess.
Worse, it's our lives.
Yeah. Do you have a pen?
Albert, do you
I
have a
thought
pen,
this was
Aubrey?
that moment. I have a pen.
All right. Do you have a marker or a Sharpie?
They're in the drawers here.
I'm sure you
And
got something
pulls out
to sign autographs with.
A big black marker for like above headshots.
Excellent. Let's go outside. The Nosferatu may have forsaken me, and they may be the information hive, but I might possibly know someone. We will see. Let's go downstairs.
Who?
And an individual who, if he surfaces himself, we will be very grateful to him.
Yeah, I hate the sound of that.
That's ominous.
Not my favorite.
It's fine. He's really very peculiar, but it's fine. Just-
peculiar. Ooh, love that.
That's a lot coming from,
From Ambrose?
you?
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
and I-
And I assume at this point we're making our way down to the car.
Real quick, Robin, how are you going as? Are you going as Ambrose? Or are you going as Thorn?
These are the choices we gotta make.
What you doing, baby?
What you
The
doing?
reveal is the reveal regardless.
What are you doing,
At least
darling? What's
Thorn is
happening?
the attempt.
God damn it! God damn it!
Walk, fashion.
No, I feel like
It's
there's.
important.
I know it's important. You know what? He's gonna go as Thorn
Right.
Makes sense.
for now.
Makes
Cool.
I
sense.
want Ambrose's coming out party. Like flash photography is strictly mandatory.
It's just going to be an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Nice. Love it.
Voting for Katya.
We just can't get into it right now. We have a party to go to.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
can't get into that.
Take
You
it to the
guys
chat.
get downstairs
Who's your favorite drag queen?
and you make it into the limousine, Lincoln Town car limousine. It's got a little mini bar inside, which you guys can drink, except for Kieran if he wishes to.
No. I'm not good enough.
Car ride is kind of quiet. Everyone is just mulling about the new information that you all just learned from each other.
It is
and
very weird.
making your way over to the Prince's Manor.
I will say, I will call Imogen quick, since I checked in with the group.
Okay. It rings until it goes to voicemail.
He doesn't leave one.
Okay. You'll get a text message a few minutes later saying, doing something important. What's up?
What do you know about the insert name of the graveyard here? Send.
I know it's not someplace that we want to hang out around. Why? Are you going there?
I was told I could find answers there. Send. Any context? ? Send.
It's just her response is just fuck. We'll meet in a few nights. I'm out of the city. Don't go before we meet. Send.
You're not my mom.
Okay, send. And he relays that to the group.
Holy shit. Okay. That's more than nothing.
Yes.
It's a little scarier than nothing.
And remember,
comforting.
she may not have put one of her protection signs outside of your house, but she did hide your embrace. And in a way, she's still trying to protect you, I assume.
hiding you and not putting marks may be a method of protection.
Dude.
You know,
I don't-
sometimes love has different forms. Sometimes when you get hit, it just means that you need to try harder.
I don't.
No.
I don't think.
Mm-mm.
A fucking wrong, and we need to
Mm-mm.
unpack that at some point. Not now.
Mm-mm.
I don't. I asked the question. I need to be focused on what we're doing here. Imogen and my shit can wait.
We're not always going to put you on hold.
You haven't. I've done that to myself. We're good.
We got to stop letting you.
I'm good.
Okay.
We
I won't.
just.
I feel like I'm not doing my part if I don't at least ask.
I appreciate it, but we're doing a very scary thing, and I am not gonna make it about me. You know, so I'm good. I want to focus on what we're doing now. It's fucking scary and fucking important, but I'm glad we just got some context.
Can you make a little bit of a commitment to me? We'll make something about you at some point, maybe just one night. This is not sexual. I mean, I want to do something about you.
That was sexual. Sure.
Slightly, but not the way you think.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, it's, at some point we can focus on me. His skin crawls just thinking about the notion. Yeah.
He's gonna hate every minute of this, and it's gonna be all about him.
The limo pulls up to the manor. It is a surprisingly busy evening. There are as many cars outside as there were upon your first entry to the manor a month ago. You see all the lights from the outside are already on in the manor. There are shadows of people moving back and forth in every room visible. There are now 5 ghouls outside standing guard. There are still people walking from the street into the manor at a steady pace. You can only imagine that tonight, somehow, the entire community of Kindred has once again been called to the manor for a party. You make your way over, out of the limo and start heading over to the manor itself. Anyone doing anything before we get into the manor?
Yes. He's written a word on his hand, and he looks for a security camera.
Okay.
With his back to his friends, and trying not to show them, he lifts his hand and just stares at the camera with that name there.
How long are you staying there for?
Oh, about 5 seconds. Then he closes his hand and walks away.
I want to cut a little bit ahead. Aubrey's going to take 2 steps up the stairs. He's going to look down the roadway at where Kiernan had a bit of a collapse as he turned into a beast, where our friend drifted somebody into an alley to enjoy a bite, where Max made a point of who he was in our group. And then look at the building and look back at his friends and just go internally to himself, he's never been so close to people in his life. Rejoining the group, he makes his way up the stairs with them together.
Karen will just kind of lean over to Max as they're walking up and just kind of bump shoulders and... Is it weird to say that I believe in us?
No, not weird. It's good. Shit. This is where we met a month ago. Look how much our lives have changed since then. So it's good to believe in us. As much as daunting as shit is about to go down, probably.
Well, and you were the first person I met. That was a good night for me.
Same. I thought it was just gonna be boring ass night, but more of a blessing than anything else.
I just wanted to say thank you.
For what?
Everything. I meant what I said when I know that there's a pressure on you, Max. I know because I've helped put some of that on you. You're Atlas. You're the strongest of us here. And I know that you are the best of us. Even when you don't have to be. Beyond that, thank you for being family. I'm seeing the light. That tunnel we talked about is brighter and brighter. And that is because I'm shoulder to shoulder with you walking ahead. I'll be the right hand that you need at any point, Max. That is a vow.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for believing so much in me. Thank you for recognizing everything. Thank you for sure there's weight on my shoulders, but I'm never scared to drop it. And it's because I got you. Because I got everybody, but we got each other, brother.
Yeah.
Just gotta make it through this. Stick together. Be honest.
Yep.
We're not the same as we were a month ago. None of us are. And I suspect that's going to keep happening. We just got to get through it together.
Yep.
There's no weight we can't bear.
I think you're right, because we're together.
Exactly. Just gotta. I mean, you gotta pray that maybe a little bit of relief would be nice.
Yeah. But
As you say that,
Oh no.
you hear a voice from behind you. Hey, son!
Turns over.
You see Angelo walking up the pathway. He's
Yeah,
motioning for you to come
he
to
walks
him.
over. He walks, like, pats Kenan on the shoulder. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right.
And he walks over.
We're going to hold off on that, and we'll see what the rest of the coterie does once they get inside. You guys will walk in, and as you thought, the whole kindred community is here. Everyone is here. The Grulon sisters, Jeffrey, the owner of the tea shop, everyone that you've met so far, had any interaction with, is here in the house. The second floor leading up to the mayor, not the mayor, excuse me, the prince's office, is vacant. People are in all the rooms. Oddly enough, almost everyone is holding a blood bag. Almost everyone.
That's horrific. Oh, no. Oh, I'm not muted. Sorry.
hate that.
As you walk through room to room, you see people sipping at it, feasting upon their bags of blood. There's music coming from different rooms. The ballroom itself, lively. Prince is nowhere to be seen. What do you three want to do while you're milling about?
So, and, obviously, like a really affectionate creature by nature. He's the kind of person that will like hug a homeless person immediately upon meeting him. Like, oh, come here, buddy. He's not shy with his affections, but genuine things behind the mask things are harder for him. He trying to make it look as absent-mindedly as possible, as if he's doing it almost without thinking. But it's very intentioned, the way he reaches for Ambrose's hand behind him while he's not looking and wraps his fingers in his and holds his hand tight. And he's, in this moment, shy. He doesn't have Ambrose's talents. He's not strong. He can't make a suit of armor around his heart and protect himself with bone. His armor is these people, the people that are important to him. And just having his hand in this moment makes him feel protected. Gives him that suit of armor and that confidence. And even the gentle squeeze, no matter how long it lasts, is this moment that like makes him feel like he can be here. And the mask comes back on and he feels stronger and he can deal with these people for a moment.
Ambrose slinks right behind him, pulling up his hand, sort of like a little twist right behind the back, and just leans down in his ear so that his hood is covering his face and you can't see anything. And he delicately kisses Aubrey's neck. No stealing books. And he pulls away.
What a phenomenal callback. What the fuck?
What a solid callback. Love that.
All right, so what are you guys doing? Kiernan, are you going any specific area?
And you said the Gulan sisters were here?
Yep.
Fuck it, he'll approach the Gulan sisters slowly.
Right.
They're
You
fans.
walk them and you see that there is Aleda and Isabella and the third one whose name is availing me right now.
Wasn't it Victoria?
No,
Well,
that's the
it's evaded
private
me as well.
investigator.
Oh, yeah.
Megan.
They'll just approach and nod. I hope you are all doing well this evening.
Good evening, Kiernan. A pleasure to see you as well. And they do a polite curtsy.
You enjoying the space?
Not really, but we're here.
Good company. Thank you for the opportunities afforded.
In regards to what, Kiernan?
Your kindness.
Well, you're welcome then.
The bag's an interesting choice this evening, don't you think?
He just raided another blood bank. These are his spoils. These are our gift bags, if you will.
That is good to know, yet disheartening to hear. I hope that there is some joy to be scraped from this evening. Is Megan here?
He's around.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it. If I need anything, I will. Or if you need anything, just ask.
I appreciate the offer. We'll be sure to do that if the time comes and needed.
He'll walk puckered back then to Ambrose and Aubrey. Stiff back, just fucking.
Well,
Hmm.
Did you get another girl's number?
They are popular.
I haven't. No.
Whatever, I don't care.
They didn't lead with no.
Okay, you can at least say you're jealous. Of what? I don't know because nothing's actually happened with anybody.
He's the
Maybe I
tease.
want something to happen. Just what happened
I just
with the
checked
Goulon
in
sisters.
with the Goulon sisters. We'll touch on that statement you just made later. Don't roll your eyes at me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's not what I meant. No, no, that's not what I meant. Sorry.
It's backfiring. It's backfiring.
No.
Or is it?
I checked in with them. The prince raided another blood bank, and the bags are his spoils. In their own words, it seems that they're very much not enjoying the party. Megan is here as well, somewhere, which I just felt like was important to know.
There's more to my point. Even they knew they should be here, and they don't want to be here.
I'm glad you're finding comfort in this decision, Aubrey. And pats him in the back.
Small victories.
Small victories to be seen.
Yes, conquests for later.
If Ambrose looks around, would he be able to see anywhere in the crowd the harvester?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay.
You do see Cameron. You see some other Nosferatu.
Uh-huh. What are they doing?
They're just chatting amongst themselves.
This must be nice to have assholes. Anyways, I'm not bitter.
You're one
We
of the
should-
cool kids. You're not one of them.
I'm most certainly not one of the cool kids. Let's get a blood bag for Kinnan, or perhaps 10. Let's fill him the fuck up.
Do we have the bags?
No, we need to go get bags for Kinnan.
Why? I
Kinnan,
had empanadas before we left.
I don't think the Peekaboo Club is open.
Oh,
Well-
no, honestly, you're right. Some fuck shit could happen tonight. Can I have a bag?
I'd have one too. Come. We
Okay.
will give our
Each
bags.
room has an igloo little ice box, and there's just a bunch of
Some shit might go down. Can I have a bag?
bags
Bottoms
in
up.
there with ice.
He's like, now that I think about it, you're right. I could frenzy at any point. It could be bad.
I will say that at this point, Max, all of your health has been regenerated.
I hope so.
Everyone is fully satiated with their blood.
Mhm.
It just takes longer to get to that level right now.
All right.
Ambrose will go to Max with a handful of blood bags. Here,
Max is
take-
outside.
He's outside.
Oh, okay.
Aubrey, fill your
Some-
pockets.
Some fuck shit's about to happen with me, so we'll see what
Oh
happens.
shit. Never mind.
Whoops,
I open up my nice
I don't
little
fucking
sports
know,
coat.
but we'll see.
And just tucking them in inside the sports coat.
So with that, we're actually going to go back to Max. Max, Angelo is now with you outside. Excuse me. And he just pats in the back, gives you a half hug. How you been?
Stressed.
Hey, welcome to the club, huh?
I mean, how are you dealing with this? I mean,
Just quiet, man. There's ears around here. He's got the ghouls around. You can't start saying shit. You want to go take a walk here? Let's go down the road a little bit where we can
sure.
discuss freely. You know.
Sure. I was just gonna generally just ask you just how you feeling. Be it back.
You guys start walking down the street as he's talking. Well, I mean, I'm back, so it's good to be home. But at the same time, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells,
I mean,
always looking behind my back.
as you should, right?
I haven't heard anything from the other prince. I haven't heard anything from Prince Felicity. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You know,
I don't know how it's gonna happen. Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
Jesus.
I've been home for over a week and I ain't hear nothing.
Fuck. They said they would tell you. They say anything about that?
Technically, no. They didn't say they would tell me, but She has my number?
Oh, that's good. Look at you, old playboy you are.
Oh, no, 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 no. Those days are behind me, and this is a
Oh.
prince. You do not you do not go chasing princes.
I mean, if memory serves, you weren't the one doing the chasing. All those stories you told me back in the day.
That was then. This is now, you know? But I'm gonna tell you something that I heard from a few of my
Please,
friends.
please.
The our friend Jacques,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody seen him for a week.
Oh, fuck. The one person I don't want out of anyone's sight.
He's he's been gone.
Just
Just
gone.
just
Just gone.
just gone. Nobody knows where. Nobody knows how. He just, as quickly as he came, he's gone.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I don't like it either because I don't know if that means he's hunting somebody. I don't know if that means that he's just gone. I don't know if that means that he's checking up to see if I actually fulfilled my duties. I don't know what it could mean that our shifty friend, the sheriff, is MIA.
Why is New Orleans turned into a shit show?
That's the funny thing. It always been a shit show. It's just it hasn't been drained in a while. You know what I mean?
You see, just Max is just like exasperated at this point.
Yeah. Um, you guys keep on talking for a bit.
Mhm.
Conversation is light, not really anything too deep. And you then hear the sound of horse hooves coming down the street. That very distinct clop, 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 clop. With the followed by the sound of something being pulled in tow. A few moments come by, and you see that there are two black stallions that are pulling a large black um, carriage behind it, a closed carriage like a Victorian style carriage. On the front, the driver is cloaked, a hooded cloak, black to the wrist, black gloves, and a cowl that covers up most of the face. Behind the carriage is being pulled a glass coffin. There is nothing. Excuse me. There's no one inside of the coffin.
What the hell? Look
You
over to
feel
Angelo.
you feel Angelo grab your forearm, and this hurts.
He
When
immediately
you
looks
turn to
over
him, you see absolute panic and terror in his face.
I think just instinctively Max steps in front of Angelo.
Angelo shoves you back and says, "It's the fucking night procession."
Who and the what now?
He turns on you very quickly, puts both hands on your face, gets close to you, and says very seriously, "Max, I don't want to do this, but I have to go. If the night procession is here, there's only
What does
two
that
reasons
mean?
they could be here. Either one, they're here for me, or two, I fucked up somewhere and they're here for somebody else that you might know.
What is
Listen,
happening?
the night procession. And he pulls you closer into the brush to be out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
There's an organization within the kindred world called the Four. The only time that a member of the Four will come to a city is if something has seriously fucked up. A law has been broken, or the masquerade has been terribly breached.
I mean, I think you're safe then. I mean, I
I
think we
broke a
know
law. I went against the prince. And I tried to side with another prince.
I mean, the prince is burning down New Orleans.
I only see one coffin, and I know that I've done fucking wrong. I've done wrong big time by
Then
that.
we need to get out of here.
That's what I'm trying to fucking tell you right now.
Get the fuck out of
Max.
here.
I'll contact you, all right?
Just go.
And he just dips into the woods and starts running. What are you
Fuck.
doing right now? With this newfound knowledge and your sire once again disappearing.
Cursing one. Fuck. And did the thing just keep moving as we it like passed it like went towards going towards the prince's manor.
Mhm.
And he fucking just bolts back to the manor.
You get to the manor a little bit quicker because there's traffic in the road, we'll say. The night procession has to abide by the laws of the road.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get to the manor and you look behind, you see a woman step out of the carriage.
Max is
She
immediately trying to
is
find
of
Max is immediately trying to find his friends. But go on. Just don't touch on her.
Is she hot?
for all intents and purposes, we'll say the coterie is all at the bottom of the stairwell that leads up to the prince's office area. And you find them there.
Mm-hmm.
The woman that steps out is a little bit of Middle Eastern what the hell am I trying to say?
She's of
Middle
Middle
Eastern.
Eastern
Middle Eastern
descent.
descent.
Yep.
Thank you. Words are difficult sometimes. But she is completely all in white. Somewhat form-fitting, but at the same time loose. You notice that on her side, hanging from one hip, are two wooden I don't know other word to say besides clappers. They're just they're just wooden planks. Two wooden planks hanging from one side. On the other side is a very shiny, very dangerous looking Kopesh. A Kopesh is a curved blade. And it does not have a sheath, it just hangs from the side. She stands up out of the carriage, very matter of factly. Elegance, grace, poise, and determination as she makes her way past the ghouls who just look at her confused, but something tells them to let her go. She enters the manor and just looks around at everyone who's enjoying themselves, drinking from blood bags. And then makes one announcement. I am here for the prince. There is no need to announce my arrival. And she starts walking right past the coterie. She takes a quick sniff of the air and looks up the stairwell, turns, and starts walking up. With each step she takes, she reaches to her side and takes the two plaques of wood and claps them together loudly. The sound echoes through the house over the sound of the music that is coming from the other rooms. Step, clap. Step, clap. Step, clap. All the way up the stairs, down the hall. The clapping of the wood continues. You hear the prince's office door open up and quickly close. A few moments later, you all hear the muffled sounds of things being thrown across the room. Crashes of things breaking. The sound of wood splintering. The last thing you hear is the door exploding off of the hinges and being thrown into the hallway. At this moment, the entirety of the kindred community has gathered all around you, four, at the base of the stairs, looking up. Footsteps can be heard coming from the office and stopping at the landing above you. You see this woman standing above, blood trickling down her face. Khopesh in one hand. Her other hand launches outward as the head of the prince flies and falls at your feet. It rolls, landing just in front of you, staring completely vacantly. Looking back up at the woman, she announces, "The prince is dead." And that is where we end season 1 of Darkness Over New Orleans.
You're not allowed.
Absolutely.
I rebel.
yes.
One more hour.
Shit!
Jacques, you piece of shit.
What the fuck?
And then Jacques is not. I mean, then the sheriff is elected to the new prince.
That's what my thought process is immediately. Oh oh no!
As soon as you said the night procession, my asshole puckered.
Went inside. I saw it like you got sucked in. How quick it was.
I felt this man was gonna be put in this glass coffin and like left out till daylight.
Right, that was my thought too. I was like, that's fucking dramatic as shit. Oh man, like someone brought it up. Like people just probably thought that was just a rich thing that was happening. A rich thing happening to rich people.
That's actually very normal. So in like New Orleans, you'll have like funerals down the streets, and they'll be carrying their
Yeah, well, normal coffins, but not ones made of glass.
not glass.
Fuck.
So thank you everyone so very much for joining us through this entire first season and this conclusion to the first season with our season finale tonight. I want to thank our 4 players for their phenomenal job they've been doing with their characters and as players and just as human beings. You guys are fantastic. Thank you to you guys, the viewers, for being with us for 17 episodes.
Oh man,
It flew by, didn't it?
yeah, like that.
He
Started
did.
started like, how many months ago?
So I don't know why, but I took a
In
long nap
October.
before
In
this
October.
session, thinking it was gonna go to like 1 a.m. I was
5
in. I
months.
was ready.
5 months. Holy shit.
Yeah,
We started in October. Now we're here.
Yep.
God damn.
Wow.
From the
So-
bottom, now we're here.
So, because it is a season finale, let me just give you guys a little forward thinking. Next week, when we are scheduled to game, we're going to be having a session, but it's not going to be continuing. We're going to be doing a Kindred. The coterie is going to have a little TTRPG night. So they're Kiernan's going to host a D&D style night for the coterie, and we're going to see what that's all about and how it's going to come about.
How does
That's next week, right?
like?
Or
That's
the week
next
after?
week. Mhm.
How does that like man? That was fucked up. Who's playing D&D?
Well, I
So
imagine
this
this is just
D&D
an
session is going
alternate
to take
universe.
place. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to take
yeah.
place like
Everything's
before
perfect and
this.
fine and great.
You know,
Exactly.
you know those 2 weeks we had between this session.
we played
We got
D&D.
obsessed with D&D.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's gonna be fun. I think
And-
I'm running that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then 2 weeks from today, season 2 begins. We're jumping right into it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No time for rest.
Can you tell us when exactly like what the time frame is when the season 2 starts? Like,
Are
does it
we
start
picking up
immediately?
immediately?
Immediately after
Oh!
this person says the prince is dead,
Oh,
is
it's so good.
exactly where you're picking
If
up.
Kiernan
Ooh.
could have a boner, he would.
Little,
Spitaloink. Little.
Little.
So here's
All
the
right.
thing. I kind of just bullied my sire.
You did.
Mhm.
You did.
Yeah, I know.
You set him up. You fucking set him up for that.
You dumb bitch.
bitch.
So
And
here's
now
the
your
thing.
protection is dead.
All right, sick.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
anybody have an
what's-
extra room in their house?
I technically do because my dad's gone again. Thanks for that.
All righty.
I didn't mean to.
Well, thank you guys. Hold on for a raid. We're
My
gonna-
new daddy's gone too.
Nope. Before we rate anybody, let's do our
Oh, yeah,
exits, everyone. I just want to say that next Wednesday is we're switching over to Pathfinder 2 for our Tales of Len Lanier campaign. So we're jumping into that. We went over the vampire stuff, and next Friday, I'm hosting a one-shot Call of Cthulhu over on our buddy
Call of
Alex
Cthulhu.
page.
Yeah.
Hey!
Chronicles of Cthulhu is a monthly anthology Call of Cthulhu stream where we bring in new keepers and new players to come hang out and try a new game.
I love it, you guys. I'm definitely tuning in.
So yeah, it's next Friday at 8 p.m. over on Commune DM.
I would like to plug this monthly anthology stream. It's called
Yes.
It's over on Alex's page.
Yes. All right. Anyone have anything else they want to plug before we do a little raid?
Well,
Oh,
first off,
fuck you
I just want to give you a round of applause.
Yeah.
Ah, Dylan.
Give Dylan a round of applause for wonderful
Thank you,
storytelling.
Wow.
Thank you.
Holy goddamn shit,
I
man!
can't believe we're at the end of the season, and I can't believe it happened this way.
Like,
Holy shit.
So many props, so many accolades. Like a masterclass. I loved it, man. As someone who's playing Vampire for the first time, this is an excellent experience.
a journey.
You
I'm
guys
so
made me a
lucky.
better storyteller, I'll tell you that.
Aw.
Ooh.
You guys made me step it up, so thank you. Definitely.
Mm.
All right.
And thank all of you.
Yeah,
Thank all of you.
guys for
Thank
chilling.
all the
Bye.
watchers. Thank you, audience. Please,
Yeah.
thank you for commenting, making us laugh
yeah.
in mid chat.
It's all right.
Thank you for all the questions that we're happy to answer. Just know that without you, the show is just an empty auditorium, and we love performing for you.
Hell
100%.
yeah. Hell yeah.
You creepy little warriors. You.
Hell yeah.
You voyeurs over there, god damn it.
All right.
Mwah.
Initiate
All
that
right.
raid.
Yeah, let's get that raid going,
Get
and
that right going.
All
we'll
systems are
see
go.
you next week, my friends. Thank you for joining us.
Why did it?
Ah,
oh,
blah.
God. Hold on, everybody.
hold on.
Everybody's
Wait,
got to
hold
sit here
on.
for a moment while I.
Sit
I
here for a
need
moment.
you
Oh
shit.
God, now it's awkward.
We're
Yeah,
watching.
no.
We're watching.
Now it's awkward.
Wait,
I
now
forgot
they get to get
do
part of the
thing.
Patreon, the backstage.
Yeah, guys,
Let's,
keep talking more,
let's go
please,
to our
because I need
yeah.
the time. I need the time.
Like,
That's the thing I love to do the most.
Fucking
Dude.
god damn it!
this is.
Let's
I
make
love
it
this
sit in it.
session.
Let's just be really quiet. And,
No,
like
I will. I'll
I'm not
actually
gonna do that.
have a
That's
panic
fucked
attack.
up. Don't do that.
the first time we've ever stayed
Okay,
quiet. a day in our
Dylan just
lives.
messaged me that SMS code.
Oh no! Oh my!
I remember I was supposed to do it at the break and I completely forgot because
Whoopsies.
I'm actually like a gnat. I don't have any concept for
Time is
or
weird.
Test, yeah.
I'm
Time
weird.
does not
I'm
exist.
a bit of a dumb bitch.
Yo, like we can't go to the graveyard. Our prince is dead. Fucking
I'm not allowed to go swimming.
now let's go swimming. Like this is a fucking mess. Time is soup. Nala's right. Time is a
Ooh,
soup.
time soup. Yum.
Let's
All
talk
right.
about the most important thing.
Guys,
I'm not
that raid
allowed
is
to
being
have.
initiated. So we will see you next week for the
Next
TTRPG
week.
session. Bye, everybody.
All right.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.